Hey, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Today I want to talk about money and specifically making money as a creative person. I'm coming at this from the perspective of a photographer, but you insert creative occupation here, and I imagine it'll be just as applicable, if not more. If you've spent any time trying to figure out how to build your own business, build your own brand, build a name for yourself, you've probably heard that social media is your best bet. Like, focus on social media, build a following on social media, and you're set. You've built a brand, you've built yourself a business. That's true. For the most part, that is good advice. We're living in a day and time where social media is the main focus of just about everybody, every company, anybody. I have spent and continue to spend a good deal of time trying to build a brand on the internet. It's useful, you need to be able to do that. But one thing that I wish I had done better when I was first starting my photography is not focus on social media, and instead focus on going out and making connections with people face to face. That is what I have found to be the most beneficial way of growing my business and my brand locally, is going out and just shooting street photos, or going to a concert and shooting the concert, stuff like that. Going out where people see you do what you do. If people are then interested in what you do, they can ask you about it right there. Social media can create this barrier between people where people don't feel comfortable contacting you or messaging you or that kind of thing, asking you about things. Whereas if you're just standing right next to them at a concert, or you're walking past them down the street, you've got this, you're available, you've made yourself available, and you've made yourself personable. The being a real human being aspect of things is extremely important, and I think it's overlooked in our social media era, where 90% of our brand lives on the internet, on Instagram, on TikTok, on whatever. The best thing for my photography has been and continues to be the connections I've made face to face. Some of my favorite jobs, some of my best jobs, and some of my most loyal clients come from interactions that I had because I was out and about shooting. When I was living in Memphis, I did recording work, video and audio recording work for a gentleman who wanted to be a news anchor as well as a radio host. That's a weird job. People like that aren't gonna reach out to you on social media because your social media portfolio is curated in a lot of ways. Like, you are putting only the best of the best on social media, and they don't see that you can do this aspect of this thing. Because of what I do, I know decently well how to record audio and how to record audio that sounds good. My workflow was terrible some of the time. I can do that job for him, and I can make that extra 100, 200 bucks on the side, and that's not very much, but anything helps. That's the kind of thing that you get when you're out and about shooting and meeting people and making connections in the real world. So striking a balance in your marketing, being out taking street photos is marketing in a lot of ways. It gets you content to fuel your Instagram while also exposing you to real human beings, and you never know what somebody needs. You never know what kind of service somebody needs, and you might be the right person to provide that job. That's another thing too, is like I mentioned with the radio host, I never would have advertised myself to do that job, but because that's in my realm of work, I could do that job, and now I can say I've recorded an audition for a radio host. There's no end to the interesting new experiences that you'll have just meeting people and finding out what they do, what they need, and then what their dreams are. Like, that's how I shot a welding video, is because I just sat down and talked to a buddy of mine. That sitting down and talking to him about really what he does is the reason I got to say, man, I can shoot an awesome video for you. It's that kind of thing. It's making a real personal connection with somebody. That's valuable. And social media can facilitate that sometimes, but it's more likely to happen, and it is more rewarding and more interesting if you make that connection with somebody in person. If you go out and somebody wants you to shoot their hot sauce brand or insert random thing here, you can add that to your portfolio, and who knows what's going to come of you having done that kind of work. So it's always a gamble, no matter how you're marketing yourself. You just have to pray that the right eyes look at it at the right time, and no matter how you do it, you have to worry about that. But I have found the most success in my brand and my business by just being out and about. being in the community, being in whatever community I'm in. I've made friends and gotten work when I was out shooting in Memphis or in Dallas. I was in Lake Charles and I met some guys with some sweet cars that I got to shoot. Like, you never know who you're gonna meet. That's the most important thing. You never know who you're gonna meet. It could be your big break right around the corner. Go out, go shoot, go practice, and go out with that intention, just to practice your craft, to practice what you do, and you never know what's gonna come of it. You never know who you're gonna meet. That's just something I wish I had heard a lot earlier in my career, and I hope that you're hearing it at the right time in yours, because it's valuable information. It's something that's going to just change how you do things. If you make yourself approachable, if you can, carry a conversation with somebody, ask good questions, there's no telling who you're gonna meet and what you're gonna be able to do for them. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. I hope it's been informative for you. I hope you've learned something. And if it has, please leave a comment. Let me know if you have any questions. Subscribe, and I'll catch y'all later.